He's in pretty good form. That was a few weeks ago.
Game on.
What's even more interesting is if you look at Ricky Evans' flights.
Just spotted that.
He's got 2 English ones and a Scottish one. Now, that's got to have some sort of reference to the Granite City Open. I tell you what, Dragitin Horvat, you haven't been on the European Tour for 3.5 years. Welcome back.
59.
Wow. Dragitin Horvat. Came through last night in the host nation qualifiers. So he's one of these guys who originally is Croatian, but he's a naturalised German.
41.
So he's come through the host nation qualifiers, had to win 4 games last night. Beat Stefan Stoiker, one of the, in the Super League over here in Germany.
43.
He's been superb, Stefan Stoiker. Beat a guy called Lutz Hageland, Patrick Senf, and Jihan Artut beat him 6-1. So he's earned his place here back on the European Tour after a significant time away, Horvat. And I tell you what, he's attacking this opening leg.
97.
I think he looks pretty useful. I tell you what, if Ricky Evans didn't think he had much of an opponent tonight, that has changed in the last 90 seconds.
84.
He's 160 points behind, nearly. Horvat, plenty of times. Oh, onto the treble 16. He's hit the 7, so looking at 17 now. Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah, Ricky is one fast player indeed. And when he gets going,
96.
he is destructive.
You require 40.
Well, he's going to have to find his game pretty quick.
Game
because
shot in the first leg.
Dragitin Horvat has started brilliantly.
First. Game on.
Steady 16 dart legs, about 93 average.
58.
The worst thing about being a quick player is that if you have a bad game, you're off the stage quicker.
Yeah. Oh, my word.
140.
Well, got to ask you, Dan, when did they have the qualifier for this particular tournament? It was a while ago.
It was, yeah.
108.
Ricky Evans, that's what he does. He'll hit a 180 in around 3 seconds, Ricky Evans. There is nobody faster in the world of darts. Not Michael van Gerwen, not Vincent van der Voort. Nobody throws as quick as this lad. He's actually throwing pretty slow for his own ridiculous standards.
And there we have it in a nutshell. 180, 26.
Yeah, you've got to go back to July for the qualifiers for this, so it's a good couple of months ago. And he did qualify for the next European Tour event as well, with Ricky, having beaten Tony Newell and William O'Connor to get here. Well, the 161 would have been a real killer, but if he can set this up nicely, and is that in the treble bed? I can't tell.
I think it might be.
137.
What a setup that is, Ricky Evans. Now, what have you got? Is it double-double? No.
57.
I think there was definitely license for the double-double there. But he could find himself 2-0 down. It's an open bed. Double 6 is definitely open.
Game shot.
And that's closed out the leg. 2-0 to Horvat. Who had their money on Horvat? Because the odds were strong in the favour of Ricky Evans. That has changed.
Game on.
Horvat
played well last night. You're beating the likes of Jihan Artut. 6-1?
6-1.
You're playing well.
100.
Yeah, and then, I mean, 3 of his games, he absolutely smashed his opponents. Not only Jihan, he beat a guy called Patrick Senf 6-0. Lutz Hageland 6-1. And then Stefan Stoiker, as I say, who's probably the player in form out of the 4 opponents he faced. He beat him 6-4. So
140.
if you're only dropping 6 legs in 4 games, including 2 of the top players from Germany, then fair play.
45.
It's one heck of an evening for you.
No, he's not messing about. I tell you what, if you look at the way that Horvat actually throws, he's not hanging about either.
Not a slow player, is he?
Is Ricky Evans dragging him along a bit? I think he might just be a little bit quicker than usual.
99.
I tell you what, if that's the case, just keep throwing like that. You're not playing too bad.
Doing him any harm, is it? I mean, Ricky Evans, though, he's just not got going.
85.
And as you say, when you throw at Ricky Evans' pace, if you don't get going, you don't have a great deal of time to turn it around.
96.
Well, Ricky's not one to panic either. He loves a comeback. All you've got to do is look back at the World Championships.
Oh, yeah, he survived match darts from Simon Whitlock to lose 3-0 in the first round and won it 3-2. Horvat misses double top, but he will return, and he's missed outside, which is probably, you know, if you're going to miss, that's the best way to do it. And Ricky Evans already getting very frustrated. He knows that, well, he's rescued himself there.
Dragutin, you require 40.
Is he going to get another visit?
Double 10.
30.
Well,
Ricky
that
require
121 in the last
109.
visit. He set up this 109. 90. 65.
63.
So he hasn't taken advantage of it. So
Dragutin, you
Horvat
require
now has
10.
double 5 for a 3-leg advantage all of a sudden.
Game shot.
And there it
third
is.
leg. Dragutin Hall.
3-0
Fourth leg is Ricky to
to
throw
the man
first.
from
Game
Croatia. He's a naturalized man from Germany.
on. 93.
This is not part of the script, ladies and gentlemen.
Well,
But
look
this is
at
what
that.
we love about the European Tour.
Look, it's solid stuff from Horvat, but that first 9 average from Ricky Evans. I know
137.
we're only 3.5 legs into this, and he's got a 26 score dragging it down, but
140.
any player on that stage will not be happy with barely averaging 70 with their first 9 any stage of the game.
Yeah, you want to be over 100 with that. Comfortably.
60.
But look, there is time for him to turn it around, and is this the leg where he manages to do it? That's
134.
more like it from Ricky Evans. Leaves himself, well, he's halved his score. 134 leaves 134. And he should get darts at a double for the
60.
first time in
Ricky
this
require
match.
134.
There's rapid Ricky, the 26-year-old. Well, again, it's a shocker of a first
120.
dart and then 2 perfect ones to follow it to rescue the visit. And he could be, well, in fact, let me just...
83. Sorry, just check Ricky's last score was 110.
there we go.
Ricky requires
I thought
24.
there had been some slight
Game shot in the fourth leg.
miscalculation
Ricky
there.
Evans.
No miscalculation from
Fifth leg is
Evans as he
Dragutin
fires
to
in a
throw first.
13 darter.
Game on.
Well, we were just saying, we're looking at Dragutin. We haven't seen much of him in the last few years, but with his name, he actually looks like a Dragutin,
58.
doesn't he? He looks like someone who would possibly grace an opera. My name is Dragutin.
140.
I like it a lot.
Little glimpse into the fertile imagination of former players champion Paul Nicholson there.
140.
Fertile imagination.
And possibly the only reference to the opera you're going to hear at the International Darts Open this
45.
weekend. As highbrow as the coverage is here from Risa.
Well, all he wants is the fat lady to be singing. But
47.
he's not going to get there unless he starts hitting trebles again, like he did earlier on in this match. He's given Ricky Evans an
60.
opportunity to try and get back into this match. But Horvat has control as long as he's in there.
Well, look, I know most dart players,
140.
sometimes they don't even think. They'll go for shots without thinking because it's just automatic. They throw so many darts, and that was completely
140.
automatic from Ricky Evans.
Dragutin, you require
But there have been a couple of
160.
times in this game where I've just questioned whether it was the right shot that Ricky Evans has gone for. Now this one, there's no question, double top is what he's
96.
after, and he
Ricky
misses it. It's
require
the same
160.
number that Ricky Evans has to take out. Is it going to be the same route? Well, he tried. Oh, now then, double 18.
80.
Just outside.
Dragutin, you require 20.
Well, referee is getting a bit hoarse because this is all fast. Great guide. And it's in there.
Game shot in the fifth leg.
Oh, delayed
Dragutin
reaction
Horvat.
from the Croatian.
Sixth leg is Ricky to throw
It's
first.
4-1. Ricky Evans is up against it. And as a fast player,
99.
it's got to be a good counter. You know, some of the setups he's done in this match already, you've got to be really good and sharp if you're going to maintain your rhythm. And Ricky Evans, as a young man, is an exceptional counter.
140.
Well, when I said I'd question a couple of his shot, like there was one visit there where he'd put a blocker dot. It was about there, and he stuck on the treble 20, and that's
40.
exactly what he was in danger of doing. He smashed into that first dart, and it's cost him points. In the end, he only hit a 60 in the previous visit. There, he's only hit. Oh,
180.
what a shot that is! Dragutin Horvat. He has not been put off by the pace of Ricky Evans, and that is a sensible switch from
134.
Ricky Evans. As a blocker dart comes down to the 19s, it pays off, hits the 134, and it keeps him in this leg. But Horvat is doing everything he can to shut the door in his face.
170.
It's too good.
Not a bad 6 darts from Dragutin Horvat. I tell you what,
58.
I actually think
Dragutin
Ricky Evans is making him
11.
better.
Oh, he is playing some very, very solid
Game
stuff,
shot
and
in the
that
sixth leg.
is an
Dragutin
11
Horvat.
darter from Dragutin
Seventh leg is
Horvat,
Dragutin
and
to throw
Ricky
first.
Evans is on the rack.
Tell you one person who's going to be liking this performance, Robert Marjanovic. He's going to be thinking, oh, he's all right, isn't he? World Cup possibly?
Well, that's it.
Come on.
It's whether he qualifies as Croatia. I'm not sure how the the criteria would work. Obviously, he's come through as a host nation qualifier, but he is originally from Croatia.
81.
Croatia, not long ago, they lost their place at the World Cup of Darts, but you would think they'd have a very strong case for getting it back if they can put a good
96.
team together. And Robert Marjanovic has been playing some pretty decent darts over the last year or so. Now he's teamed up with Tonči Restovic in the past at the World Cup.
100.
Well, we've talked about when Daniele Petri was at the last tournament in Dusseldorf. We wanted a European Tour event
85.
in Italy. Well, I say to you, Dan Dawson, how about a European Tour event in Dubrovnik?
Well, I'll tell you what, I've been to Croatia
100.
once. I've been to Dubrovnik, and I even found, the first bar I went into, they had a soft tip machine in there. Oh, now then, Ricky Evans gets him down to a finish. If Horvat can fire in at least a ton, gives himself a very strong chance of getting match darts, and that last dart may be a killer.
140.
Evans may have to take this out to stay alive, and he's got a chance. He's still got a chance. Ricky Evans misses double 10. Is that the last dart he throws? Horvat's looking at Shanghai for a 6-1 win. A surprise 6-1 win that he's going to have to wait a little bit longer for.
44.
Ricky Evans has still got to hit this double 10.
Required 20.
Can't mess about, young man, and he doesn't.
Shot on the 7th leg. Ricky Evans.
Is he going to do again
Yeah,
what he did at the Worlds?
first. Game on.
Tantalise people with a shock loss, and then all of a sudden he'll find
97.
it. Well, he's definitely playing better now than he was at the beginning of the match.
Well, it's picked up, certainly, but has it picked up enough to win the next 4 legs in a row? And I'm not sure it is if Horvat is going to
125.
continue to find that treble bed.
I wonder
60.
if Ricky Evans loses this match, whether he'll have a Scotland flight in the next time he plays.
Well, I mean, his average, he's been dragging his average up, and that is testament to the fact that he has
100.
improved his level. But still, Horvat is throwing 93, 94. That is a solid game without being spectacular.
46.
Well, he's in control in this leg, and he's going to want trebles to stamp home his authority. And he does that.
140.
Makes use of all of the bed there.
And you see 2 13 darters from Ricky Evans, but the rest of the stuff
96.
just hasn't
Ricky
been
required
quite good enough.
136.
Well, Horvat has just been too good tonight.
Horvat wasn't good enough for 3.5 years ago. Is he good enough now?
120.
1 match dart has gone, but Horvat will get 3 more. All Evans can do is fire in a ton 70 here. Well, why not a ton 80? Why not?
80.
The boy's got talent, but that might be
16.
as good as it gets. Oh, he's bust it!
Ricky required 22.
Is it going to happen again? Ricky Evans, double 11. You left it. You've hit it.
Shot on the 8th leg. Ricky Evans.
All of a sudden, rapid Ricky Evans has relaxed.
To throw first. Game on.
Will Mr. Horvat regret that? But he's back into the 60 straight away.
Oh, wow.
140.
That's some response. He misses 1 match dart, goes back to the board, misses another by busting his score, denying him 2 more darts
60.
for the match, then still kicks off 140. So I was impressed with the composure of Mike
60.
Holtz earlier on his European Tour debut. It's been a long while since we've seen Horvat play on the Euro Tour, but he's been very impressive himself.
100.
It's not over yet, but he's
just got better, hasn't he? I mean, think back to when he played in the Euro Tour the last
60.
time. There were 64 players in it. Nowadays, it's only 48. But let's face it, Dragutin Horvat has got better since the last time we saw him.
Well, he's only played twice on the Euro Tour, both in 2013. He lost 6-5 to Ian White. So he pushed him there, and he got hammered 6-1 by Max
97.
Hopp. So, look, this is a huge chance for him to register a first European Tour win. He has missed 2 darts for the match and denied himself 2 more by busting his score.
144.
He's looking at 144 here, and if he doesn't take it out, Evans is on 67, and he is going to get a poke at this 67, and 5-4, throwing to level at 5-all. Suddenly, this
96.
game looks very, very different.
67.
But that is predicated on Evans taking this out. Tops. 5-4, and you heard the roar from Ricky Evans. He thinks he can win it, and I don't think he did a few moments ago.
Game on.
He's going to do it again, isn't he? He just got that feeling in the air that Ricky Evans has got the bit between his teeth. And Horvat played well on that leg.
34.
But the blink of an eye, Ricky Evans has found something. I don't think either player has taken a breath in the last 15 minutes.
60.
What a response from the Croatian. This guy's got a chin like granite. You can throw it all at him and he's still going to come back with more.
140.
Ton 80, ton 40. What a leg of darts this is so far from Horvat. But when it's come to the crunch, the match-winning
140.
double, he has not been able to find it. Is he going to give himself more opportunities?
Looks like it's
100.
That's not bad, but Ricky Evans is in the position now not just to try and take this leg out. He can take this out. He can take it out.
Oh, Ricky Evans, so close.
Dragutin, you require 81.
Should get another dart. Gonna get two, a double 12. And he's missed 2 more match darts and gifted Ricky Evans an opportunity to take this match to 11 legs.
Oh, he's missed a big number. He's only going to get 1 dart. Ricky Evans for 5 all.
21.
He's only got himself to blame in that case.
12.
Nearly took out a heroic 167, but that, missing the ball, is nothing compared to missing a big number there. And it may have cost him the match. What a game that turned out to be. Dragutin Horvat through to the European Tour second round for a first time ever, knocking out Rapid Ricky Evans in a game that looked like it was going to be a walkover at the start. It turned into a battle.
Best game of the day we've had. Fair play to both players, but Dragutin Horvat, remember that name, because I think the way he played tonight, we really will see more of him in future European Tour events. Ricky Evans is gone. Team Nevada will be disappointed about that. Jim Walker, his partner in the pairs, has gone through, but Ricky Evans has not. Wow. We were treated as something fast, something swift. Wow, Dan Dawson, what a game.
Yeah, what a game. And that means Dragutin Horvat is through. He will face the number 11 seed Gerwin Price. Didn't even get a chance to mention it, such as the breathless action we had there. That's 4 games down, 4 more to come this evening. And I tell you what, these 4 are crackers. Renee Idem, Steve West, Kevin Painter, Devin Peterson, Max Hopp against Darren Webster. And coming up next, it's Jeffrey de Graaf against Joe Cullen. But here's your winner, Dragutin Horvat.
Dragutin, gratuliere dir. Sehr gutes Match, wie ich fand. Auch wenn das vom Average her, das war so knapp über 90. Ich dachte, gefühlt wäre das noch höher gewesen. Viele 180er, gut gecheckt. Sehr, sehr gut.
Hab mir Mühe gegeben. Ey, ich muss zugeben, mir geht Arsch am wirklich 1 zu 100. Keine Ahnung, ich bin fix an alle.
Aber trotzdem, das hat man dir an Bord überhaupt nicht angemerkt. War der schnelle Rhythmus für dich angenehm?
Ja, ja. Je schneller, umso besser.
Ja, dann war Ricky Evans der perfekte Gegner.
Entschuldigung. Ja, war der richtige Gegner für meinen Rhythmus, das stimmt, klar. Musste nur loslassen und ab geht's.
Gerwin Price aus Wales wartet. Das ist meiner Meinung nach einer, den du, wenn du so spielst wie heute, den du knacken kannst.
Ja, mit meinem Körper gegen seinen auf jeden Fall.
Okay. Okay. Wir warten einfach mal ab, was daraus wird. Dragutin, gratuliere dir. Klasse Match. Glückwunsch. Ihn sehen wir also wieder. Dragutin Horvat.